Some turmoil threatens their roster in the early season. A challenge has been made for a top spot on the depth chart. Competition breeds success, but coaches will decide how far the competition goes. The
2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be our visitors taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Under center, it'll be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
And I know that last year in 2024, New York Jets fans were watching him and saying, that's the guy we thought we were going to get. But he found his groove in Minnesota, finishing the top 5 in passing yards and touchdowns last year. Now in Seattle, ready to prove that last season was no fluke.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the 50, it's Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Here's Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Walker is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Again, Walker. And this time he is in. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now the first carry here for the running back. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They're going to try and throw. And this one is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A quick throw outside by Locke. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Eric Saubert, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this for about 4 into the 46-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that one makes it 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Block off of play action. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. Now Locke. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now third down and very long. Here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's taken at around the 40. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott. Well, we all missed football in the offseason, but apparently not everybody missed halftime. We skip right over it. We get back to the action. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Mueller. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Locke. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Locke to throw. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down.
Now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Shotgun snap to Locke. We'll get that to Charbonnet. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Locke working out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9. Now Locke on the bootleg. That's taken in by Arroyo. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Locke now to throw. It's the Seahawks with the possession. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down and inside the 20-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now run by Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, Locke.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw it is Locke. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to make it a 2-score game. Myers' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And that will be incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus. You know,
Yeah.
mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Try to stay with it.
That's true. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On the give, here's Charbonnet. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Over the middle, he finds Arroyo. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. That'll be caught by Bobo. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's a preseason matchup as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on our home team.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watch some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Purdy from the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Throwing here, Purdy. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They get to it for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Play action. Now Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game. We just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard.
And touchdown! A great play there. 75 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And we He didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun, Purdy. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken at the 18. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 11. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They bring their punter out there now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw.
Under under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Now Purdy.
He'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. From the 24 now, here's second down and a yard.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy looking to throw.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Muscles him off. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down. Back to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Second down and 4.
They're going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch.
These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This is intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Mueller. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He'll look to throw.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Tonjes. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw again. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
First and goal, San Francisco.
They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They'll drop to throw. He hits Moore on the screen. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Sky Moore from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Through the middle of the field. Inside the 20.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 72 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of
everyone on offense not doing their job. But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They'll look to throw here. That one caught by Tonjes. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Room past the 35.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down.
This one an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 27-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. So now the Niners down by 9. 1:07 remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Gets this to Moore.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say.
Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off. But they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.